King Gwen, what's up? How you doing, man? You having a good day? That's better. Fair enough. Yeah, I've been doing all right, man. I just been kind of on and off Fortnite all day, and I've been doing terrible at it. Absolutely terrible. It was bad enough that one of my buddies just kind of dropped and went to his own party. He's just like, "Yeah, I'm kind of burned out. I'm gonna go." So we're gonna pick back up where we left off and see if we can get this thing to cut cleanly for a little while longer. In a couple of minutes here. Man, I gotta tell you, the numbers on this are gonna suck, but I'm bored. I may be becoming even more bored. Gravy Seal, what is up? Thank you for the high five. Tell you what, for you, Gravy Seal, do socks. I know that high five ain't $2, but I appreciate the gift. Give me 1 second here. We'll throw socks on. Oh, really? Yeah, you're probably right. I don't. I still don't understand the conversion rate on those things. Yeah, the gyms are confusing. I'm not gonna lie, the gyms are confusing. But how you been, Gravy Seal? It's been forever and a half since I've seen you in here. How are you doing, Gravy Seal? Got your Gravy Seal. Well, it's not compulsory. I've been doing all right. I've been doing all right, man. Blaze Michael, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, I've been doing all right, man. It's just been work and work, sleep, PlayStation, repeat. Well, look at that. We got a birthday. Right now, Gravy Seal, I'm just playing Fortnite. And my attention span isn't that great with it. I'll play for a few minutes. I'll get bored. I'll find something else to do. I'll jump off of I'll jump out of whatever I'm doing, go fire Fortnite back up, and just kind of bounce back and forth. The knife is kind of sharp. It's not super sharp anymore. This has already been doing this for a little while, but it's definitely not going to stay as sharp as it is. We are in the process of annihilating the edge. No, I haven't played Grand Theft Horse. Um, like I've thought about it, but Like I haven't Blaze, I'm gonna call you Michael. But Michael, we're not making anything. We're doing edge retention testing. We're looking to see how much cardboard we can cut up before the edge of this knife is completely fucking wrecked. And I mean totally wrecked. We haven't done a lot yet, but we're off to a good start. But yeah, I haven't had the desire for a long, drawn out single player campaign for a while. And like, I took a look at Helldivers 2, and I was thinking about that one, but right now I don't have any money. I spent the last little bit of money I had socked away for Blade Show replacing the battery on this phone right here. It decided to do a great big bloated spicy pillow on me. So I had to pay to have that replaced. So, Michael, I appreciate the sub, man. I really do. I do appreciate the sub. So Blade Show this year isn't happening. Like I said, the last little bit of money I had that could have gone to Blade Show went to a new phone battery. Without this phone, there is no channel. No phone, no YouTube. Like, I woke up and the phone was sitting on my chest and it was hotter than hell and the battery was just swole all the way up. And I'm sitting there like, Ass Kisser 9000, what's up? How you doing? Good screen name. Mike is making stuff. What's up? Review, not Bladesmith. I have tried making knives. I'm not very good at it. And I don't have the money to chase down supplies. I don't have the money to pay for abrasives, basically. Unfortunately, when you're learning how to make knives, you got to treat your abrasives like they're free. Tusk, what's up? How you doing, Joe? I appreciate the like, but yeah, I don't have the money to pay for abrasives. They get expensive fast. At some point in the future, I will go back to it. What kind of abrasive question do you have? I know a little bit about abrasives. I don't know a ton, but there's a chance I could answer it. Michael, I am 45 years old. I am a grown-ass man with grown-ass kids. But KO, what's up? Yeah, the garbage finish is yeah, I've got some wood turning tools that are also like that. They were done terribly too, which they don't see much use. But Daniel Berry Sports Highlight, what's up? How you doing? We are doing the Cobalt Tools D2 knife. Finally getting around to answering that question. Big Gardner, what's up? How you doing, man? But yeah, KO, like I probably am old enough to be your dad. Show you what. Show you what, Joe. I am good, Big Gardener. The knife is right here. It is a little bit reminiscent of the squid. It's not Play-Doh D2 so far. Yeah, no. Actually, are your chisels wood turning tools, or are you like doing the fine woodworking side of it? No, I haven't seen the TX22 FRTS, the Texas 22 farts. It was like my carbide bit turning tools did come from Temu. It's a little gas station-y, but this is Cobalt, so it's sold through Lowe's, I believe. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't think wood carving tools come with carbide inserts. No, it's supposed to be D2. Well, Michael, depending on how long you're willing to stick around, you'll see how much cardboard this knife can cut up before we destroy the edge. I haven't cut myself doing this yet, Michael. Knock on wood, don't jinx me. But yeah, like I'm assuming the I guess so is gonna be back farther in their log. Their CNC equipment is probably booked out with other more important stuff right now. Like, it's important to us to see it get done, but they probably have bigger fish to fry. Damn it. They should be working on the large rhino. I believe they are already working on the large rhino. So I think they're trying to make it an axis lock kit. Ground Fog, what's up? How you doing, man? But I believe they are working on a large rhino. Yeah, you might be pushing them in a direction they're not ready to go just yet. Yeah, you might be trying to push Jen in a direction they're not quite ready to go yet. Michael, there's not really a way to check outside of the last time I talked to them about a large rhino. They were working on making it because they were asking for some feedback on what I'd like to see in a large rhino. But yeah, stickers. Stickers, stickers, stickers. I wish I had room to get more stickers under the camera. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to ask, but my gut's telling me they're probably not ready to quite go that far on a knife. Around the cabin, what's up? How you doing, man? Yeah, I don't know how much I want to sit there and try to build a kit with an Axis lock, but if it's available, I'll definitely give it a shot. No, Michael, I'm in my basement. Online Karen, what's up? How you doing? But we're not making anything. We're doing edge retention testing. We're looking to see how much cardboard this knife can cut up before the edge of it is completely and totally wrecked out. Which so far it got off to a shaky start, but it seems to be doing all right now. No, outside would be kind of fun. Outside would be kind of fun doing this in like the driveway, but I'd need to figure out how to set up the camera for it. It's not self-sharpening, sadly. That'd be cool though if it was. Come on. Brian Burley, what's up? How you doing? We have got the Cobalt Tools knife in D2 steel that doesn't have a model name, but Cobalt from Lowe's. Yeah, I needed it to stay cold longer. I don't feel like dealing with a yellow jacket and bee season. That cut is not going to happen. The ring light that I'm using here is it's clamped onto a table next to me, so that ring light can't be used, and I don't have a good way, at least on hand, to set the camera up and have it pointing down here. I don't have a stand that'll let me do that. Uh, um, yes, the light is on in the basement. Otherwise, you couldn't see this, obviously. But I have been carrying the, like I got done carrying this guy here. And right now I'm carrying the Rosecraft Blades little chunk, which is kind of nice. But I haven't carried anything exceptional lately. Like if you saw the video I did on that thing 4 or 5 days ago, something like that. The little chunk, it's a cool piece. Especially given that it's a $24 knife. Victoria Franklin, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, we're looking to see just how long the knife can go before it's dull. That's the whole point behind this. So far, it's not almost done cutting. Like, I'll be honest, a high HRC and high edge retention wouldn't really hurt my feelings right now, especially not out of some D2, especially not out of some cheap D2. Good God. Is that DJco X2K? What's up? How you doing? Welcome. Thank you for that. Like KO Knives here especially knows how long it's been since we've seen good budget D2 that does a good job and holds a good edge. So high HRC and good edge retention really wouldn't hurt my feelings at all. Now, if it's good D2, we've got a lot longer to go. Yeah, no, it would be hilarious. Right now, I'll settle for like 3 hours out of it. like as much as everything has taken a nosedive as far as channel growth and viewership on the live streams and all that, it's starting to seem like it's a really long way off. But I would love, love to get my hands on an HRC tester, like a proper HRC tester. Chris Kitts, what's up? How you doing, man? How you doing? Yeah, D2 can be surprising. That being said, Joe, I don't think you've been here for a ton of the live streams where we've gotten D2 that can't even go 20 minutes before the edge is shot. And won't take a decent edge. I don't think you've been here for the sheer number of those we got. Zero Bytes, what's up? How you doing, man? We have got the Cobalt Tools knife. There we are. Or a Cobalt Tools knife. Okay. Yeah, so D2 can be surprising on these cheap knives, but we've also had a lot of profound swinging and misses. I'm still mad at that QSP. Yeah, speaking of saving up, me with knives, what's up? How you doing? Michael, you'll see when the knife gets dull. Like, you'll know when it's dull. Just trust me on that. You'll know when it's dull. It's not dull yet. But I am no longer trying to save up for Blade Show. I don't have enough time left to save anything to go to Blade Show with, so there's no Blade Show happening. Yeah, this is, I don't get why the D2 on two penguins, two separate penguins, bought on two separate occasions from two separate sellers. Pocket Privilege, what's up? How you doing, man? We've got a Cobalt Tools knife. But yeah. No, the day before yesterday, the last little bit of money I had for what would have been Blade Show had to go towards replacing my phone's battery. Hey, the Cobalt was a gift from Saints EDC and more. And it's in D2. Which so far the D2 seems to be D2 seems to be doing all right. Joe, you sly dog, you. It's holding up pretty good. Like, we're finishing off the first hour with it, and it seems to be holding up all right. Yeah, hopefully everybody that's watching right now is doing good. Like, I'm doing all right. I'm about at the halfway mark. 5 days in a row off of work. And I've been having a terrible time with Fortnite. I've been having a lot of terrible games, so I was like, fuck it, we're going to do a live stream. Oh, nice, KO. Yeah. I've still got to get that stone mailed out, but I currently do not have the money to do that. I should have done that a long time ago. No, just the fact that I'm medium trash at Fortnite is 100% my problem. Like, I was on with a buddy and we had so many bad games back to back to back. He's just like, you know what? I'm tapping out. And he just bounced and started playing solo. And I was like, I can't even be mad. Like, I don't blame him. I don't have I don't have another game to call home right now. Damn, KO, I still haven't gotten that yet. It'd be kind of nice if you had a sharpness tester just to see what kind of numbers you're pulling on your edges. All right. God, I'm still disappointed with the icon. God. that thing could have been epic. But no, they had to rip someone's design off and then push it out to a market that huge. Hey, a 340 is not too bad. Big Tank, no, I cannot. Mad Yako, what is up? How you doing? But yeah, me with knives. Yeah, I'm not playing music, Big Tank. I'm not risking a copyright strike. But yeah, work is going good. Everything is kind of calmed down at work. I'm not miserable. I have been kind of burned out. I've been kind of burned out, which is why I took some mental health days. That's why I took some mental health days. But yeah, Yako, how you been doing? Yeah, I'm doing good myself, Yako. I'm doing good myself. Yeah, it's just like it occurred to me at one point that I hadn't taken any days off since like June of last year, and I hadn't taken any sick days or anything. Like I hadn't been out sick. I was like, all right, it's time to take some days off. Of course, it's not going to feel like nearly enough days, but it's going to be some days. Actually, you know what I can do real quick? Yeah, but for those of y'all that are just coming in, we are doing testing on this Cobalt knife and D2 that came from Saints EDC and more. Mac 47 Cord, what's up? How you doing, man? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. And believe me, Mac 47, I do get work being hectic. I do understand that completely. Give it about 3 more minutes to let my hand rest, and then we're going to start back up again. And of course, I did bring down my emotional support caffeine. Yeah, like I'm trying to force myself to stay on top of YouTube. Like those of y'all that have been paying attention have probably noticed the uploads have slowed down again. And part of it is, I'll be honest, just the number of views on these live streams tanking out below rock bottom has definitely hurt a little bit. Like, it's kind of demoralizing. As hard as I'm pushing to build the channel, as hard as I'm pushing to grow the channel, and then to see everything stall this hard. Like, I know KO Knives kind of went through the same thing and kind of took a break for the same reasons. I don't know. I guess demoralizing is the... Yeah, Mac 47, I get it. But it wasn't even that it ramped down slowly. It went from pulling thousands of views off a live stream to fighting to get over 100. Fighting to get over 100. Like, with nothing in between. It was just instantaneous, like someone flipped a switch. Elevator has guide rail. What's up? How you doing? I appreciate that. That took me a second to read. Yeah, YouTube has definitely been finicky. YouTube has definitely been finicky. Like, it's just, it's weird. You know, like, guys can live stream themselves sleeping and have like 500 concurrent viewers. But I'm not gonna... I don't know. I am worrying about it, even though I probably shouldn't be. Just because I'd like to get the channel growth back on trajectory where it was. KO, I get it. I understand why you would stop caring and give up on it. Or I can't say give up, but stop caring. You know, and oh boy, that's not a great sign. Although we only pushed to 340 on the tester, but I'm also wondering how obtuse this factory edge angle is. Mr. Boomstick, what's going on, man? We have got a Cobalt Tools knife. There we are. We got a Cobalt Tools knife in D2 steel. Or at least claiming to be D2. Yeah, and dude, I haven't been in the garage making beads in a hot minute. But you know, there are, and don't get me wrong, there are brands that I will push, just because they've impressed me with the quality. And Mac 47 cord, I get what you're saying. And yeah, KO, it's not like I'm on here necessary to... That just came out of my jacket. However, the money that comes in for the channel is what supports the channel and keeps it going. You know, and right now there's nothing coming in, so the channel is kind of running unsupported. Thank God for small favors. I bought a bunch of shit up front that I can keep going with for a while, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do when I run out of those knives. Yeah, my channel was paying for itself for a while, but you and I have different channels too, KO. Like, I need to have something new in hand pretty regularly for review. Like, I need to have something new in my hand pretty regularly for the review process. Otherwise, I don't have anything to film. So I've got some time to figure out. Yeah, no, my channel cost me a lot of money too. It was paying for itself briefly. There was that nice little window of false hope. I've already talked to Civivi and Syncut, and they are looking for basically much larger channels than mine with much higher degrees of retention. Higher view count, higher click-through, higher everything. My channel is nowhere near big enough for Civivi to work with me. Olight, also channel's too small, and Yako, that is not correct, sir, because I talked to them directly myself at Blade Show. I am not going off of hearsay, and I'm not going off of spitballing a guess. I talked to them directly, face to face. No, like I'm not trying to argue with you about it. I am relaying what they told me when I talked to them in person. Yeah, Gerber is a company that I do not want to work with. No, I'm not gatekeeping myself. Like, I've talked to some companies. Rake is another one where I talked to them at Blade Show and then exchanged a few emails, and it's, again, they're looking for a significantly larger channel than mine. That ain't good. You know, I'm happy I got like Jen on board. I am looking forward to the next thing Jen releases whenever they release it. But yeah, no, Gerber, given how badly Gerber's budget knives have done for me, especially here on this table, and with the fit and finish issues, I'm not interested in working with them. Like, in the list of things that won't happen anyways, in a list of things that won't happen anyways, Gerber would have to approach me with something truly special for me to check out before I'm like, all right, cool, I'll work with you. Yeah, buck knives. If Buck Knives reached out to me, I would work with them. Like, I wouldn't go actively pursuing Buck Knives, but I would work with them if I was given the opportunity. KO, thank you for the 100. Yeah, Cold Steel. Cold Steel's a brand I definitely work with. Buck, if Buck reached out to me or I was given the opportunity, then I would work with Buck. Who else? Yeah, call me crazy, but I don't see myself working with Medford. Where was I? Was I on Facebook or was I on Jerry? What's up, brother? I was on Facebook or Reddit. I think when I saw someone go on an anti-Medford rant recently, and it's like, wow, I haven't seen one of those in a few minutes. So I think that was Reddit, because they were also saying that they fully support buying Medford clones. Yeah, like I said, I wasn't really interested in Medford to begin with, but then the racist shirt incident with Medford definitely turned me off of the brand for good. know. I've seen a lot of fit and finish complaints with Medford too. Like to the point where the fit and finish is not that far off from the clones. Gravy Seal, thank you for the Sundays, man. I appreciate them. Chris Kitts, thank you for the clapping seal. Damn, you with knives. I wasn't going to go there with it, but damn. Yeah, hang on. Hang on. Yeah, if you look up Medford racist shirt, that's like the first thing that comes up. I think I saw him at the Blade show after that shirt happened. No, and I mean, that's the thing. That's the thing right there. Is something like that is terrible for your marketing. God knows if he had a marketing department, that guy would be slapping himself in the forehead so hard he'd get brain damage. But you know, it's not that it's not amusing, and it's not that it's not making a point to not buy clones. It's just how he went about it is all kinds of wrong. Yeah, no, the anger there is legit. Like, it's legitimately something to be angry about. You know, no argument there at all. It's just how he went about it that's wrong. Oh, son of a bitch. This may be another short live stream. Yeah, it's just my attention span is not here right now. Believe it or not, Jerry, I'm slam full of Tylenol right now. Just the attention span isn't there. Yeah, we can hang out for a few more minutes here. I'm gonna. Yeah, me with knives. Definitely not thinking of Medford too much. I don't know much of anything about Bear and Sons. Dan Stan EDC, what is up? How you doing, man? Like, I don't really know much about Bear and Sons outside of I know they have some pretty sketchy quality for what you're paying for. I've been testing the this Cobalt Tools D2 knife. I don't have the wherewithal to keep pushing it tonight, so we're hanging out for a little while before I cut the live stream. Maybe I'll go upstairs and see if anybody's online. So I don't know what the deal is. But I don't know what the deal is, but I can't focus and stay on this for as long as I used to. I don't know what's going on there. I don't like it. But yeah. Um Epic Freeze, what's up? How you doing? Right right now I'm in the middle of a few days off for mental health from work. Like I took a few days off. And I'm halfway through my time off. Like I'm in love with not having anywhere to be and not having anything to do. Um, I've just been getting bored. And yeah, it's good to see people on the stream. That being said, it's going to be a short stream. I don't know how much longer we're going to go right now, but what do you do? You're right. It may be just burnout from being burned out at work and burned out at home and just burned out all the way through. And I've got all this time lined up to take off in June. That would have been for Blade Show, but I'm not going this year. Hooray! Nah, no Blade Show, man. The money I had saved up for Blade Show went to fix the wife's car. It went to fix the wife's car, and then the next big chunk went to get caught up on the mortgage. And then the last little bit I had saved up the day before yesterday went for a replacement battery for this phone right here, because I woke up in the morning and the battery was really, really bloated to the point of bending the frame of the phone. So I had to get that fixed ASAP. And that was $170 that I didn't really have. But unfortunately, it's a piece of technology you can't really function without now. Yeah, it sucks. Like if I scrambled and spent every last minute of my free time making beads, which I can't. I don't have it in me right now. I might be able to. I might be able to get some money put together for Blade Show if I really fucking absolutely killed myself and I don't have it in me. No, I don't have any debt from all that, thankfully. um, I'm not in a position where I can afford to take on any new debt, so there's no new debt coming from any of that. I'm just, however, broke. Jerry, man, thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Like, I really, really appreciate it. You want to pick a figure out what you want, brother? And if I had to guess, you're going to pick Scuba Guy. But yeah, it's like we got a debt consolidation happening right now where all the debt that we had that could be piled onto the debt consolidation is piled onto it. And so I'm paying $750 a month for the debt consolidation to get rid of the credit card bills and the lawsuits that were being filed for that. So I'm not in a position where I'm capable of taking on any new debt. Uh, so there's no interest on the debt consolidation. Oh, Jerry picked something new. We're gonna do the night. Thank you, Jerry. But yeah, there's no interest on the debt consolidation. I still don't really understand how they're making money off of that. But what they've done is they've taken all of our credit card bills and all the debt that they could take and smashed it all together. And so, all six caps, what's up? How you doing? Um, they negotiated for the reduced rate. The payoff amount for the credit cards. They negotiated for the rate that or the amount that we're paying to cover the credit cards and all that, and we're paying them, and they're putting the money in an account, and then paying out every month. So, like, it's really hard to carry the burden of that $750 a month, but it's a lot better than not being able to pay any of the credit cards off or anything like that, and dealing with the lawsuits that were coming from that. Because we had, I think, two of the credit card companies send lawsuits before the debt consolidation people took care of it. Uh, I don't know if they bought the debt. But that's something I hadn't thought of. Yeah, maybe they're buying the debt and then they're making their money off of settling it. I don't think that's what they said, but I could be wrong. And I think we got 2 more years of that before we're free and clear from it. Yeah, well, I mean, this was several credit cards and I think some medical debt, I think. Yeah, so it was a lot. It was a lot, and like, if the $750 a month for 4 years was hard to deal with, then yeah, like, medical debt shouldn't be a thing anyways, but yeah. Give me a second here. Yeah, I just heard a lot of thunder. But yeah, like, medical debt shouldn't be a thing anyways. But yeah, like, I lost track of my train of thought. Sorry, I heard thunder and had to check the weather. Yeah, no, and we're looking forward to having that paid off for that exact reason, KO, so that we can put it towards other stuff like the rest of our bills. Um we have just got to make it through the next couple of years, and then once that's all paid off, we can get back to living like normal. However, I'm not sure I'm getting another credit card ever again. Well, realistically, like, right now, we're not really able to, say, pay the mortgage. As an example, we are coming up short every month on what we need to pay the mortgage. and we don't have a we don't have the income stream to take care of it. Yeah, like a nice large lump sum would be a huge help. I'd love I'd love to have enough to pay all the debt consolidation stuff off, and then have a little bit left to spend. But yeah, I'm not planning on getting another credit card after all this is said and done. I'm definitely not planning on getting another credit card. Like, I just need a rich relative I don't know about to pass away or something like that. We're not going to wind up, we're not going to end up paying that thing off early. Barring some completely unforeseen set of circumstances, we're not paying it off early. You know, I'm still praying to God I get promoted at work, even though I don't see that happening anytime in the near future. But the extra few hours of overtime every week and that extra dollar an hour would go a long fucking way towards helping us out. Brother, I don't have enough ass in me for a second job. Like, I know a lot of young guys do that, but I don't have enough energy left in me after going to work one job to work a second job. And the kind of instability I have in my schedule doesn't really leave me open for a second job. Unless I was doing something like Instacart or something where I'm rolling the dice on whether or not I'm actually going to get paid. I don't have enough energy left for a second job on top of the job that I have. You know, I'm working flip flopping between mids and closing over the course of my week, so I'm already like off kilter on my sleep schedule a little bit. But no, because like I keep thinking about a second job, and it's like, what the fuck can I do with the hours that I have the energy for? Is like once I get home from work, I've got maybe 2 to 3 hours before I have to be full of meds. Yeah, Instacart's not guaranteed. You know, that's the thing is like, all right, Chris, I'll check the email out. Yeah, I'll check my email soon, Chris. And then I'll get back to you on whatever it is. But what the hell was I saying? Yeah, like I can't dump 3 or 4 hours into doing Instacart or something like that and walk away with like $40. That doesn't do me any good. Yeah, and that's the thing is it's a full day of retail work. It's a full day of retail. It's a full day of retail, and like it's gonna be kind of a pain in the ass to find a job where it's like I can only come in on Wednesday and Sunday. Um, Damn, Chris, that's nice. I I'm hoping my wife will be able to pull her pension sometime soon and take early retirement funds from her old job. We'll just have to see. Yeah, I've heard bad things about Walmart and Amazon, and Walmart's kind of one of those most likely targets. Like Walmart would be a most likely target for picking up a part-time job, but like I said, I come home from work and I've got 2 to 3 hours maybe before I got to take meds to crash at night, and then I got to sleep those meds off. I can't really mentally handle going back to sleeping 3 or 4 hours a night and going in and putting in 40 hours a week and then also dumping the time and stress into a second job. Evil Twin, what's up? Not too much, man. We just did a short round of testing and we're going to be cutting the live stream off soon so I can go upstairs. Not too much, man. You didn't miss much. Yeah, KO, you do what you do. Like I said, if I don't have the energy to turn to make bees, I damn sure don't have the energy for shit else. Like that's all it boils down to. I don't have the energy. KO, yeah, I could do that. Oh damn, Chris, nice. Yeah, all 6 caps. That's where I'm at right now. I've got one of the better retail jobs you can have. And right now, like I work for a good company, but yeah, I can't pay the full mortgage right now. But yeah, I think we're gonna wrap the stream up here so I can go upstairs. Um, I'm kind of shot out right now. And like I said, Chris, I'll check my email and see what you sent me and get back with you on whatever it is. But yeah, so you guys have a good night. Yeah, I'm probably going to sit there on the PS5 and be bored for a little while and then go take another nap, is probably what's going to happen. You guys have a great night. And I will see y'all again. I might see you again before I go back to work. But yeah, good night, you guys. I will see y'all later. Boy, bat sounds nice.